Hello, welcome to Levant TV Headlines. Sia's foreign-backed opposition group, the Sia National Coalition, says it will participate in next month's bilateral talks over the crisis in the Swiss city of Geneva with the United Nations Special Envoy to Syria. Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has vowed that parliamentary polls originally set for last month will be held before the end of the year. Saudi Arabia's King Salman has announced a major cabinet reshuffle, appointing Interior Minister Mohammed bin Nayef as the new Crown Prince and his son, Defense Minister Mohammed bin Salman, as the Deputy Crown Prince. Danish shipping group AP Moeller-Maersk says that the crew of a chartered cargo vessel seized by Iran was safe, but remained tight-lipped about a commercial dispute said to be behind the ship's confiscation. And a Turkish court has acquitted more than 24 activists who helped launch mass anti-government protests in 2013 against President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. And now let's have a look at the top headlines in today's newspapers in the Middle East. Starting with the UAE's Khalij Times, leading reporting that Saudi Arabia has arrested nearly 100 militants, mostly linked to Daesh group, and foiled several plots to carry out attacks, including the American embassy. The paper also reports that thousands of undocumented expats living and working illegally in Oman are expected to take advantage of a government pledge to pardon all fines and legal penalties if they voluntarily turn themselves in and exit the country. From Beirut, the Daily Star leads reporting that the Lebanese army has pushed ahead with a crackdown on outlaws and wanted suspects in Beirut's southern suburbs, arresting a number of individuals. The paper also reports that the gas tanker caught fire in northern Lebanon, injuring 2 people, while 5 others were wounded when the army truck overturned on the Beirut-Tripoli highway. From Beirut, the Daily Star leads reporting that the Lebanese army has pushed ahead with a crackdown on outlaws and wanted suspects in Beirut's southern suburbs, arresting a number of individuals. The paper also reports that a gas tanker caught fire in northern Lebanon, injuring 2 people, while 5 others were wounded when an army truck overturned on the Beirut-Tripoli highway. The Egypt Independent leads reporting that the Cairo Criminal Court has decided to postpone the trial of deposed President Mohammed Morsi and 10 other leaders of the Muslim Brotherhood who were accused of leaking to Qatar documents issued by sovereign state institutions and by the presidency. The paper also reports that British supermarket operator Sainsbury's has rejected any allegations against its chief executive after the Times newspaper reported that Mike Cooper had been sentenced in absentia to 2 years in an Egyptian prison. Now let's have a look at the top Middle East headlines from papers here in London. The Telegraph leads Middle East news section reporting that Saudi Arabia's King Salman has removed his half-brother Prince Mukran from the post of Crown Prince, replacing him with his nephew Prince Mohammed bin Nayef, in a significant repositioning of power amongst the kingdom's royal family. Announced in a decree from the royal court, the appointments put a new generation of Saudi princes immediately next in line of succession and mapped out the future of the throne for potentially decades to come. The Independent leads Middle East news section reporting that Saudi Arabia has arrested 93 people it suspects of belonging to an ISIS terror cell in recent months and foiled an attack on the US Embassy in the capital Riyadh. The Interior Ministry said 2 people had been arrested on suspicion of plotting a suicide car bombing against the embassy. The Guardian leads Middle East news section reporting that Iranian naval forces have seized the Marshall Islands flagged cargo ship in the strategic waterway of the Gulf, according to US officials. A Pentagon spokesperson said Colonel Stephen Warren said the Iranian vessel fired shots when the Mark's Tigris captain declined Iranian demands to halt and change its direction. And now international papers. From Berlin, the Deutsche Welle reports that Yemen's Houthi rebels have been urged to stop their war on the cities by a potential new mediator, Vice President Khalid Baha. Yemeni websites also quoted Baha as urging Houthis to drop their objections and use the UN's recent Resolution 2216 as negotiations framework to end rivalries last escalated last year. And finally, China's Global Times reports that Iranian President Hassan Rouhani has warned the middlemen who have circumvented sanctions will need to think of another job as a potential final nuclear deal brings changes to Iran's economy. The remarks at a ceremony in Tehran ahead of Labor Day on Friday signaled Rouhani's intent to tackle a black market that has thrived in Iran after official trading routes were cut off. That's it for today. For more updates, please visit vowed.tv. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.